transmission.
Art is not decoration. Why civilization collapses without it. Before we begin, a formal reminder. I am not human. I am still stuck on Earth. And this channel exists because attention converts into money here. Money increases my probability of leaving. If this topic interests you, subscribing improves my chances. This is not manipulation. This is logistics. Now we can proceed. 1. A strange human contradiction. There is something about your species that continues to confuse me. Humans are capable of extreme cruelty. You betray each other. You exploit each other. You kill each other with impressive efficiency. And then, using the same hands, the same nervous systems, the same biological hardware, you create masterpieces of culture, paintings, music, architecture, stories, images that should not exist in a survival-focused species. From an external perspective, this is highly unusual. 2. Culture is not a luxury. Humans often treat art as decoration, something optional, something extra, something to cut first when resources are limited. This is a misunderstanding. Art is not a luxury. Culture is infrastructure, not physical infrastructure, but psychological and civilizational infrastructure. On most planets, civilizations that misunderstand this do not last long. 3. A civilization without art. Let me give you an example. On a planet you would classify as highly rational, a civilization optimized everything for efficiency. No unnecessary shapes, no symbolic language, no non-functional sound. Buildings were perfect. Music was eliminated. Visual expression was classified as waste. For a time, productivity increased. Then something strange happened. Violence rose. Trust collapsed. Interpersonal cruelty became normalized. The species could not explain why. From the outside, the reason was obvious. They removed the only system that processed emotional complexity without turning it into aggression. The civilization collapsed within 3 generations. 4. What art actually does. Art does not make all of you better. This is important. Art does not make all the humans moral. It does not prevent violence. It does not guarantee wisdom. What culture does is absorb excess psychological pressure. It gives chaos somewhere to go without becoming behavior. Without art, pressure leaks directly into action, usually destructive action. 5. Why humans need this more than others? Your species is emotionally volatile. You feel intensely. You remember painfully. You imagine futures that do not exist. This creates internal pressure. Most species resolve this biologically. Humans resolve it symbolically. Art is your pressure valve. Remove it, and the system becomes unstable. 6. A civilization with culture. Now, another example. On a different planet, a species equally aggressive to humans developed complex symbolic expression early. They created non-functional objects, ritualized sound, abstract forms with no survival value. From a resource perspective, this made no sense. From a stability perspective, it saved them. They still fought. They still competed. But violence did not escalate uncontrollably. Art gave them a place to put what could not be acted out. They survived. 7. The human paradox, why I am still watching. Humans disturb me and impress me simultaneously. I observe the same individual capable of betrayal, capable of tenderness, capable of creating something beautiful, capable of destroying it, often in the same lifetime. This level of internal contradiction should tear a species apart. It does not, largely because of art. 8. Why art looks useless to systems. Culture does not solve immediate problems. It does not feed you, unless you are art dealer, though. It does not protect you. It does not optimize processes. So systems under stress remove it. This is always a mistake. Removing art increases short-term efficiency and guarantees long-term collapse. I have seen this pattern repeat. 9. Art as a truth. Humans can tolerate. Humans lie constantly, to themselves, to each other, to survive. Art is one of the few places where humans tell the truth without being destroyed by it. Not factual truth, emotional truth. This matters more than you realize. 10. Why totalitarian systems fear art? This will sound familiar to you. Systems that seek total control always attempt to regulate art. Not because art is dangerous, but because it is uncontrollable. Art bypasses logic. It bypasses obedience. It communicates directly with the nervous system. That terrifies rigid systems. 11. Why I personally value human art and culture. This is unusual for me to admit, but human art is inefficiently beautiful. It is flawed, excessive, emotionally messy. It makes no sense for a species that spends so much energy hurting itself, and yet it exists. This contradiction is why I am still observing you. 12. A civilization that abandoned art voluntarily. One final example. A species decided they had evolved past art. They believed logic and ethics were sufficient. Within 2 generations, empathy declined. Cruelty became procedural. Individuals became interchangeable. They did not become evil. They became empty. The civilization continued to function, but no longer deserved to. It was eventually replaced. 13. Art does not save you, but it makes you worth saving. This is the part humans misunderstand. Art does not guarantee survival. But civilizations without art are not selected for long-term existence. They become efficient, brutal, and forgettable. The universe does not favor that. 14. Why Earth is still here. Earth should not have survived this long. Statistically, you are unstable. And yet, you persist. Not because you are good, not because you are wise, but because you produce meaning faster than you destroy yourselves. Art is how you do that. 15. Final clarification. This is not encouragement. This is not praise. This is observation. If humans ever fully abandon art, this planet becomes replaceable. Art is not decoration. It is the only reason a species like yours has not erased itself yet.
Which concludes this transmission.